I know everybody likes sports, so I'm gonna put up another video for sports here. So I'm gonna do another sports video here, and this one's gonna be about NBA dynasty teams. Now, the Bulls were considered a dynasty team back in the '90s because of the 6 rings that they won, and also I know other dynasty teams are like the or not the Clippers, but the Celtics and the Lakers. The Celtics, when Bill Russell played for them back when he did, he played like 14 years, and within those 14 years he won 11 rings. And then now with the Bulls, who knows how many rings they would have won if Jordan didn't retire twice while playing during those '90s, during the '90s. And even though they had a lot of good players, like you had Jordan, you had Pippen, and then you had Paxson and stuff like that, but then you had Dennis Rodman, who was a fucking hothead. Couldn't keep. I call him the weirdo because he kept changing his hair color, and he had the fucking cocky attitude, where basically that was leading him into trouble and trash talking. And I remember one of the games that he did where he headbutted the ref and got suspended 8 games for it because he didn't know how to control his temper. Now, the one player I did feel bad for when the Bulls were playing in the playoffs was Karl Malone, even though he played for Utah Jazz, and the guy was a great player, but he holds one of the distinctions of as a player who's never won a ring in the 19 years he played. And now I'm surprised that some players who played in the NBA haven't won more rings than they have. Like, take into consideration of Dwayne Wade, even though he's won 3 rings, all 3 with Miami. But you would think in the 14 years and as good as he is that he would have won more rings. And I'm surprised that Dirk Nowitzki, who was one of the greatest players to ever play the game, also has only won 1 ring and not more than that. Now, also and I also like to talk about a few of my other players that I like in this video too. And one of the players that I love to watch is Karl Anthony Towns, along with a basketball player called the Greek Freak, which is his name is Giannis Antetokounmpo, but they call him the Greek Freak because he's from Greece. And there's a lot of players that I think the Bulls should have kept though too, that I like to watch was Jimmy Butler and Taj Gibson, but now they're both playing for Minnesota. Um, hmm? Oh fuck.